David. Welcome to SoulFish. I am super happy you're here. Thank you so much for all of your hard work on trying to change yourself and changing yourself. Everything else changes, right? If you like the kind of messages you're hearing here, please like and subscribe and comment so that we all can grow from learning from each other. That's what this place is about. Brings me up to a point that I've been feeling that I want to share with you, which is this time that we're under. You know, I have a lot of different discussions every day with different folks, and the recurring theme in all of this is the uncertainty of being able to let go to some uncertainty, right? But in this time, it's very much a change for those of us who are more conscious, more aware of what's going on to us in terms of how we're feeling, the changes that we're making, the seeking, the doing the work, right? Like that kind of scenario. And in this time right now, we're being asked to apply the lessons that we've been taught, to let go of the stuff we don't need anymore, to stop the patterns, to stop those behaviors, to stop a certain perspective that keeps you trapped in a certain paradigm, a certain thought process, a dogma, right? Things are changing right now for you. You're being helped through this process. I feel very strongly that, you know, we've talked about where book 1 has ended and book 2 begins, and we're in this middle space right now so that we can really shift and change so that book 2 can be very different if we're conscious, aware, and choose to make it so. I feel very blessed during this time. It's like a very great time of shedding a skin or two, and but not without the pain. You know what I'm saying? Like without the pain, where it doesn't hurt. It's just more of like taking jackets off almost, right? And it's a wonderful. And I'm conscious of it, so it feels wonderful to recognize that, hey, I don't need that anymore. Hey, I don't need that anymore. And the more I think about this, the more I realize that it's really about letting go of fears, letting go of small fears, letting go of big fears. This is a time for that. And then from these lessons you're learning, actually applying it to become the new you. In other words, it's being made available to us. I feel like it's been made easier somehow, that we're able to walk this path, or attempt to walk this path of becoming the new us, where we're supported and almost like training wheels, and nobody gets mad at us when we fall down, but we still get a little bit of a shock or something that says, hey, you know, wrong direction, you need to think about this differently. But it doesn't hurt you, and it doesn't create a big problem, you know, for you as you're learning these lessons. That's the time we're in. We're in a time where you may feel like a certain circumstance arises and you normally would react like A, and now you're reacting like B. That's really cool. And the thing that's weird about it is that you're coming to this, you're choosing B first, which is not your normal response. And that's the kind of time that we're in, to give you this chance to kind of reprogram yourself, to drop off some of these patterns and habits that aren't in alignment with how it's going to work. And I think it's twofold. You know, in our world, every problem is a two-world problem, right? You have a matter or third dimensional type manifestation, and then you have a spirit type manifestation or outcome. As above, so below, and vice versa. It's very much in this place, in the materium, in this dualistic kind of place. You know, for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. And so what we're trying to figure out how to do is, as we raise our beingness up, right, then our negative reactions become at a higher point instead of down here. So if we're able to raise our beingness up, then we can't drop as low anymore. There's only a certain amount of floor to wherever you're at, right? So if you're up this high, then your floor is here, which means your floor is always higher than most people's ceilings in terms of how they're feeling, their energetic beingness. Imagine if you could do that. Imagine if not only you're doing that, but I'm doing that. Imagine if we together in our beingness help hold up space. Imagine if other people learn to do this. Then what kind of place would we all be in? it would still be a dualistic place. This place is not going to change into something else. It would just mean that the bar has been raised and what is considered low is at a higher level. Metaphysically, you kind of know what I'm talking about, right? Like you get where I'm coming from. I'm sure there's a better way to explain that, but that's kind of how I feel about it. And so in this time that we're in right now, it's lucky for us if we're aware. It's a time of great release and crafting in a conscious, aware way the kind of person you really like to be next. And I think it's even being made easier to drop off some of those habits and patterns where you're going to start to feel rough, and some people are feeling this way, no doubt, but where you're going to start to feel rough is when you are refusing to let go of a certain behavior, pattern, belief system, whatever, that is contrary to you becoming the new you. And you know what that is. And those are usually your deeper issues, but that's what this time is for now too, is particularly for looking into that and trying to dispel that. It's really, really key, because if not, you're taking that forward into book 2 for you, which is going to be a constant resistance thing and a constant problem for you for a period of time, because you didn't take care of it when you were supposed to. So I encourage you to face some of those deep rings right now. You're not going to be able to fix everything, but you'll be shown which ones are kind of like the ones you should be focused on, that you're ready to let go of. And then you need to have a little courage and trust that you can let go of these things and that you'll actually feel better, that things will be better than the current pain / circumstance you're used to dealing with now in operating under the same, same conditions, same habits, same patterns. You have to make those changes now. So this is an incredible time of teaching. It's an incredible time of manifesting. You may find that you're able to manifest some things really quick. When it's in alignment with where book 2 is going to be, things are going to happen like this. Even sometimes before you're ready. Not that you're ready here, but that you were ready when you thought about it. You weren't expecting that, right? It's an incredible time. Please use it. Enjoy it. Be grateful. Be appreciative of all that you have and all that you're being shown. Take full advantage of the lessons and really start to apply all that you know now.